How to manage your employees? First of all, you can soft delete them if we go to the users page. And then you can filter the soft deleted employees like that and restore them pressing this button. And removing the filter, now we can edit them also and edit all the fields we can when we create them apart from their email, like the role, their permissions if they're custom, if they're required to FA, if they're required to clock in, etc. Apart from that, we can view the user tracking of the users if we want to, specific actions that are user tracked. And the most important feature is the scheduler, meaning the ability to track how many hours they worked if you want to track that so you can pay them. Now, let's take a user, this one for example, and let's log in as him. And now we also need to have the 2FA. Okay, so when we log in as him, to clock in, we can either do it from here or we can go into the My Time Entry page, which you can view all your time entries and clock in through this button. Let's do it from here. Once you are clocked in, there is a time entry created that has not ended yet. Pretty much a time entry is every time a user clocks in and clocks out. And the user can edit them, but only to reduce the time they worked in case they forgot to clock out. Otherwise, they can't. But an owner or manager can through another page which is called time entries, which is different from my time entry. So now let's clock out. So now this was only 38 seconds. And in the action, I can change the time that the entry ends. But if, for example, I put a date that was after the date and time I had clocked out, it won't allow me because it exceeds it. I can only reduce it, and in this case I can't because it's only a few seconds. And so let's go back from the perspective of the owner. Now we're back on the perspective of the owner. So we can go now into the time entries page. And here we can see the time entries someone worked. If we want, we can filter them based on the date, and we can see all the times someone clocked in and out, and we can use that to pay them if we want to.